I wrote this piece because we're clearly lacking a lot of peace, at this point in time. So this is basically for all the brethren and sisterin out around the world who are suffering, be it Palestine, be it Syria, Iraq, Pakistan, Afghanistan, wherever it may be, Libya, you name it. So I wrote this piece for that. Check it out. Born into this world, I cannot remember much. However, at age 4, I do remember that bicycle that I never let my friends touch. Everywhere I went, I would ride it as much as I could. I mean, I too had ordinary issues once, such as bullies in my neighborhood. I have this memory where they got together and punctured the wheels while they pinned me down. I ran to mama. I didn't know what to do. I was crying crazy. My face was more than just a frown. Eventually I moved on. I forgot about it all. I was 8 years old. Rockets started flying in. I didn't know what was happening. I just knew it was scary. My nights turned bright with the lights from these flares. Why was there all this commotion? I didn't even know. I didn't have time to stop and stare. I was 10 years old, my first experience of intense sadness. When the bomb dropped. My house was now a figment of my imagination. All I saw was dust and ash tops. Baby bro didn't make it. He was buried under the rubble. Also my first experience of extreme anger. I just knew this meant trouble. At 13, we managed to escape through and move into an apartment. 3 years at the hands of refuge departments. We could not forget baby bro and how our future turned into a never. Then came this brief time when I felt a slight sense of ease. For a moment, things became normal, almost ordinary. Those days that now feel like minutes were possibly the last time my life was not on leave. Suddenly though, a missile landed on Dad's office. We lost him forever. At the age of 15, I was forced to drop out of school. I had to feed the family. I would run around the markets trying to sell my goods happily. Was this really joy though? That's what I sit around and wonder. Because when those bombs fall, it's far, far scarier than thunder. Where is my father? Who's supposed to protect me? I'm still young and fragile. The bread earning has made me crazy. I'm angry. Why would they just kill him? What had he ever done? But then I think about what he would have said. Don't worry, son. We'll not always live our lives on the run. At age 18, this anger became rage. I could not feed my mother or my sisters. I would me kept dying. How could I ever dream of success? How could I ever imagine myself flying? When all the children around me were crying and the pain and suffering just did not stop. I slowly felt that this was genuinely when I lost the plot. I had barely turned 20 when I found my chance for vengeance. Bullets going in all directions, bombs dropping on a daily basis. This did not by any means ease the tension. An old man came along and he mentioned, "Hey young'un, how'd you like to fight this oppression?" My eyes lit up. I found an opportunity, a chance to satisfy, to find immunity. I curiously responded, "What do you have in mind?" He replied, "Let me teach you a lesson, son. Things are no longer gonna be unkind." At 25, I was standing with an M14 in my hand, killed many 100 for the sake of my land. I was thrilled to be given this weapon, for it was not common in this place. I would not stop. As for me, this was about baby bro, my father, and all the lost souls. My comrades and I never looked at this from a perspective of religion or belief. I just wanted my For what? I simply fought against what was wrong, did I not? And then it hit me right after. All this meant so much more. The old man from back in the day, did he really want me to fight so that one day I could soar? I was really just a pawn in this big game of chess. I didn't know if it mattered though, labeling me a terrorist. Cause after all, the blood kept pouring out, my organs were failing me. Who would remove these bullets as I would shout out in distress? My pulse was slowing down, did I really achieve any success? They fed me lies and promised me so much if I passed their goddamn rotten test. Suddenly, everything went dark, and I wondered if it was over. Was I finally out of this mess? 30 years old, and it seems like I'm in a coma. The doctor's saying, relax sir, this may be good news, but we have something else to tell you. You've been here a couple of years, but you're a patient of melanoma. We can't say how long you've got, but I assure you that this will soon be over. Your siblings managed to get you out, pleaded with the world, and you got a response. You're here now, getting treatment, but we cannot bring back what you have lost. A week later, I realized, as my life flashed across my eyes, that my sisters and my mama made it out. And everything I did was for them to survive. And maybe one day, maybe just one day, I can hear them say that as you left us, you did so with a smile. Thank you. I'm Sha'ir the Instigator.